populism comes in two flavors. There's the right wing and there's the left wing, so chocolate and raspberry. That's the choice. And they're different in terms of policy, but they're similar in terms of the techniques, of the demagogic rhetoric that gets used. And the good news is that populism nearly always burns itself out because the policies don't deliver. The populists say, I alone, the strong man, can solve your problems, and they never do. In fact, they always make the problems quite a bit worse. The populist says, those neoliberals are corrupt, but then they turn out to be way more corrupt. And so the pattern is a familiar one in which the populists get a run at this, win an election, then they try and change the constitution because otherwise they'd lose. And worst case, you end up in Venezuela. Best case, you're Argentina, and you get rid of them. So I think we know from the South American experience that populism can go very wrong, but that it's also curable. The key thing is don't let them change the Constitution. I don't think that the threat that many American academics see in Donald Trump is remotely as serious as they claim. I don't think he will become a tyrant. He may well be a one-term president. If the Democrats win the House back next year, he'll be impeached with a near certainty. I don't see any evidence of a systematic plan to undermine the Constitution. I see the Constitution working pretty much as the Founding Fathers intended, to constrain a demagogue. The amazing thing is that the Founding Fathers totally expected someone like Trump to become president. They so expected it. Alexander Hamilton writes about it with great prescience. They knew their system would produce some demagogue, some charlatan who would get to be president. So they designed the system for that eventuality. There's a good way of testing this hypothesis if you're really worried. Some of you may have friends or relatives in the United States. Maybe they're professors at Yale and freaking out. So there are two great books, one by Sinclair Lewis called It Can't Happen Here, and the other by Philip Roth called The Plot Against America, two wonderful works of fiction that imagine American fascism, imagine American tyranny. So you read those books and just test. You say, is today like those books? And so far, definitely not.